Hi guys, this is Tor from TC Electronic here at Sweetwater in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I'm here with Mitch Gallagher.
We're glad to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's always nice to come back here because of the amazing facility you have here.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
So we're actually here to do tone prints today.
Yeah.
And before we started rolling the camera, you kind of told me that Sweetwater actually started as almost like a tone print company, you could say.
Kind of, yeah. We definitely go back into sound design. The company actually started as a studio. It was a 4-track studio on a VW bus, and it's grown into the company that it is today.
And you brought a couple of really old, nice vintage pedals that you can't get anymore. So basically, the idea we got was that, or your idea, I should say, was to basically take some of these pedals and see if we can get close enough. Maybe not do an exact emulation down to the very last bit, but something that gives you that kind of vibe and that sound from that pedal.
Yeah, it gives you the vibe, gives you the feel of playing through it, and in some cases even gives you that little bit of extra that maybe you wanted to get from the vintage pedal, but that the technology couldn't do in those days that maybe we can do now.
So this is the Dimension C old pedal with like a really odd pedal. It's kind of like a chorus pedal, right?
Yeah, it's a strange kind of chorusy spatializer kind of thing. It'll do stereo, it'll do mono. It's almost like multiple choruses running at the same time. It's one of the very early digital pedals that Boss had done.
And it doesn't have any knobs. It just has 4 push buttons, so it's basically 4 presets.
4 presets, yeah.
So the first one, let's just check it out quick. So it's a very subtle one, and we definitely want to go with tri-chorus for this one because you can kind of tell that there's some kind of...
Multiple things are kind of phasing in and out.
So let's see here.
Yeah, you can hear it's very complex. Right? They're all working against each other, and this one's brighter. You know, we know the circuit of this one sounds a little different. Yeah. But I actually like the way this one's a little bit fuller sounding, a little warmer. And if you run a single coil through this, it can get really sharp and bitey. And so I actually prefer the sound of this being a little bit warmer and rounder like that.
That's cool because that's the one thing we can't do anything about. Basically, all the TonePrint pedals have what we call analog drive-through. So I think that's a benefit actually because it means that the dry guitar sound is actually going through analog even when the pedal is active. Whereas this guy, that's not the case. Okay, so we kind of cheated a little bit like on the TV Kitchen stuff, I guess, because it took quite a while to actually dial all these in.
Right.
But we actually got it now.
I think so, yeah.
We have
and we've got the plus factor, which I really like that we've kind of rolled that in as well.
It goes to 11.
It goes to 11, right.
It's a little bit of a cliche, but it's actually true in this case.
Right.
So, basically we made it so that the depth control can kind of go through all 4 presets one by one.
So we're controlling those with the depth knob.
Exactly.
With basically 4 positions on that. You're calling up those 4 presets.
Exactly.
That's essentially what you're doing.
Yeah. Right. So with it all the way down, it's 1, 2 here at around 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock, it's 3, and then all the way up, it's 4.
Yeah.
So let's back it down again and just briefly explain what we've done with the plus factor on this one.
Okay. Okay, so what we're looking for is a way to just kind of subtly influence this, because with this box, the original box, you just have presets and you can't change anything in there. But we thought it'd be cool to be able to change the speed just a little bit, so you could make it a little lusher, a little bit smoother, and then also affect how much of the swirliness you're really kind of hearing, which is kind of the spatial factor that this kind of has. So we mapped that to the 2 knobs that we also have available. So with the speed knob straight up, it's basically like the preset here.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And then we can back it down a bit.
That's nice.
And we can crank it up so that you get
Nice.
And then we totally remapped the tone control just because we could, I guess. So what we did here is that we actually made it so that when you back it down, it's going to be less swirly, and then you crank it up, it's going to be more swirly. And again, 12 o'clock is going to be like the Dimension C.
Okay, so 12 o'clock's like the preset. combine that with the speed control, so we dial that, we can kind of get a little slower swirl out of it. That's a beautiful sound. I love that.
And last but not least, of course, we still have the mix control, so you can actually back it all the way down if you just want some kind of
subtle effect.
That's nice.
Beautiful. I like that. I'm very happy with that.
That's cool.
I think we've really taken the concept that this had and really kind of given it a lot more flavor and a lot more shading that you can dial in. So that's very, very cool.
But still true to the original idea of the pedal.
The whole idea of having those multiple choruses kind of working against each other kind of came together here very, very well.
So what should we call that one?
Let's call that one the Dimension M.
And it's stored, so we have a tone print.
Excellent.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.